Welcome back to another episode in the NFL Rejects franchise, the franchise where we take a bunch of regular season free agents aged 30 or older that no other team wanted, the NFL Rejects, and slap them together, shape a team, and without being allowed to trade or draft, we then try and just show the league that every one of these players actually deserves a spot. So far we have had a very good season, and how good that season has been is probably best looked at from the angle of the playoff berth, because we are currently second seeded on our side of things, and I just have to say that is actually super annoying. I do feel that says a lot because we didn't just we're not going to clinch the playoffs. We're not going to clinch the wildcard round. We actually were in contention for the top spot, but we kind of lost out to the Chiefs there. I think it's fair to say that that can happen, and still want to get today's win. We are 12-4. The Chiefs are 13-3, so I don't think that will catch up to them in any way, shape, or form. But nevertheless, today is a chance for us to get another win, to just try and cement that spot there. We're going up against a Seahawks team that is extremely tough on offense, as we're taking a look at the inactives here. Very good on offense. They do have Geno Smith, and he could probably be a dude that wouldn't look at a place on the reject here. But just to be clear here, he is solid, and I'm not going to be dunking on him because, you know, an upset can happen at any time. But of course, he's no elite quarterback like Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen, or I don't know, a lot of the players that we played. And we might go up against Trevor Lawrence in the playoffs. I looked at the playoff picture before. But this defense here is pretty nasty to play against. Again, no big overalls, no crazy names. There are still a few very good players in there. And to be honest, I'm just trying to get through the game without picking up any injuries that will impact our playoff run. I need a fully fit team to kind of work our magic in the playoffs. Let's take a quick look here. We've got Quandre Diggs and Devin Bush. Both, of course, are elite players. A lot of the other players aren't crazy highly rated. So there's that. Oh my lord. Josh Reynolds almost picking this one after Nubin kind of attempts a catch there, but doesn't really go for it. It was a little bit strange there. But whatever. We're going to go with the play action cross here. We're going to set this one up, and then we're going to switch over to, maybe let's try this one here, flanker drive. Tonyan, if he can get outside. Bourne is more a diversion player. Yikes. Getting this one out of the sack as John Feliciano picks up an injury timeout. Next up, I think we're going to have to go for some more daring play, or at least pick this one here, because we are getting pressured. What's the gameplay factor? We are 12. Away team has distorted player on 3rd and 4th down. Always. On that is not fantastic. Alright, here we go. That was nice. Number 87 catches this one here as Tremont Jones picks up an injury. 55 going down. Stopping the clock, of course. Still in the first quarter, so nothing lost so far. Aaron Jones slowly getting back to form again. I'm not sure what to do about Kendrick Bourne, to be brutally honest, because I did actually, let's just evade everybody here. Sidestep, nope. Dragged back. Devin Bush gave up chase here, never conceding to the speed of Aaron Jones. But I actually took over weekly strategy and started doing half-path training only because everybody was getting so tired in the second season half. Injuries were just taking over all the time, and we're still having a lot of injuries. But nevertheless, it is still not at a crucial stage here. But you see that the players are tired. Tonyan, Jones, Reynolds around the 80 mark. Kendrick Bourne around the 70 mark. That certainly is not helpful. Here we go. 5 rushes, 38 yards. Last week, we could have won against the Ravens. It was a really brutal game. In the end, we gave away too many chances for the Ravens, and I know that sounds a little bit cocky, but I'm just gonna put that out there, because if you watch the episode, I feel like we could have really taken more from that game, and in the end it was a clock that ran down when we got the ball to the 1 yard line or 2 yard line, and then we were stopped, and that was honestly very, very annoying. But yeah, it just happens. That is football, and let's get going here. So just gonna push forward. Alvin Kamara now with an injury. You see that the injuries just happen. This is football. This is what happens in the NFL all the time. A lot of players going down injured. And yet, we'll have to work around it somehow. Let's go the trail shake here. We're still in the first quarter. It's a little bit slow going here. But I do feel like today we do have a chance. I don't see the... Oh, lordy. My God, Josh Reynolds. What the hell was that? That was so bad. He had 3 drops last game. 3 drops. That's so much. It really cost us a few plays. Really cost us a few plays. That was extremely annoying. Really extremely annoying. I was very uneasy about that. Let's just put it that way. Mildly speaking. That was just really strange. He got into position very well. He's fast, and usually he holds onto these balls pretty well. And all of a sudden, he couldn't compete for the ball anymore. And that was just absolute. Oh my God, we would have hit Robert Tonyan here, but Devin Bush in coverage. Very good mid linebacker. So Jake Elliott, not too much power, just aim this, put it in the Hawks nest. Now we go up 3 in this final season game here. Game 18, final regular season game as the Shamrocks. Next season we're going to be called differently. This is just the way this franchise series works. And here we go. Ball is out there. Come on. Odell Beckham Jr. pushing for it. 2 out of 7 today. 23 yards only for Derek Carr. What does that tell us? Probably that I should stop throwing the ball, right? Coverage is very good. Pass coverage, at least. The run coverage is not that good, so we keep getting pretty good gains there. 3 minutes 11 out from the halfway point of this match. 7-3. Let's see. I have faith in my defense that they're gonna turn this over again. I would have liked to just find a gap here and just open up into the completely cleared out backfield there, because Quandre Diggs was coming up front. So let's see how we can open up this one. Defense is stacked. Defense is really stacked. Moving out towards the right could be a good try here at 1st and 10. We're going to try this at the 49. Robert Tonyan, maybe Howard. And that is prime Derek Carr. And this is exactly why I am a little bit hesitant to call us a Super Bowl contender despite having really good players on the team. Because our quarterback does not possess the quality to really push us forward and to be a reliable, crunch quarterback that'll just carry us through a difficult stage of the game. Don't get me wrong, I think he's probably the best one that we had so far in this series, starting out with Carson Wentz, Joe Flacco the likes, then moving up to Jacoby Brissett, who wasn't horrible actually. I really didn't hate him. I think Derek Carr is certainly skill-wise one of the better ones, but of course I mean, compared to Geno Smith, we shouldn't actually have too much problems here, though. Do I try? Let's try the wide trail. Let's try the wide trail. I think Michael Thomas could be a good option here. Howard punching into that middle area. Just like that. Just like that. That was the idea. And there we go. Isaac Seumalo, left guard, goes down. I just signed Laken Tomlinson for the left guard position because we did have an injury for Charles Leno Sr. Charles Leno Jr., Sr., whatever. He had a pretty bad injury and had to go out. So that was a little bit sad. Apart from that, I felt like we were in a good position. All right, let's try. Do I go with this or do I actually try the vertical? Let's try the vertical here. Looking for Kamara. Oh my lordy. That was interesting. That was really interesting. Do you want to look at that? Do you want to take a look at that on the instant replay? I have some doubts here that this was really out of reach. All right, so here we go. Turn around, acres of space. No pressure so far. Let's see. Here comes the ball, and that is not good accuracy. That is complete tripe. It's thrown behind him, and when he turns like this, he should be throwing it to the left side over here. And yeah, like that. I understand you, man. I understand you. This was a really bad one. All right, next up, we're gonna try a Z spot. Josh Reynolds. On the other hand, we could also try to go for a maybe go for some time wasting. I don't think that it'll work when we're this close to the end zone. So I'd rather take the score. OJ Howard, surprisingly good, surprisingly fast, surprisingly efficient on the tight end position. Overtaking quite a few names that I actually trusted quite a bit. Mo Alley Cox, for instance, Zach Ertz, just taking that top spot there. Come on, defense. Defense turns it over. That's actually pretty big. We get the ball back again in the second quarter. Still the first half. If we can get into field goal range. There we go. Brandon Cooks. And that's an immediate injury. That's great. Danny Stutzman with a pretty hard tackle. I understand you, mate. Dietrich Wise kind of trying to calm him down, saying, come on, man. Everything will turn out just fine. Catch, turn, and power into this one. All right, 7 and 14, 86 yards. Slowly but surely, I would say that we're pretending to be able to play good football here. Adam Thielen, maybe Howard. There we go. Catch, go down. And that was perfect. And this is what I mean. If Josh Reynolds would be as safe a catcher as Adam Thielen is, then that would be very good. Thielen already was a part of the Bisons last season. He was pretty good there. He was way higher rated. Now he's my, I don't know, 6th receiver or something like that. But he's a very solid player when it comes to being a slot receiver. So that's definitely his position. Alright, Bourne Reynolds, you can take a breather. We're going to go to Alvin Kamara, who returns from injury. I need a blocker. Give me a blocker here. Alright. Taken down, and clock will be taken down. I will not be going for something different here. Setting up a pass play. Inside zone, slight curve going between Seumalo and my center. That's not Price. I think Price is out injured, or did he return already? We're gonna go at I think 20 seconds or something like that. The least I want to take is a field goal. And with that, we are going to. Can we spike it, please? There we go. All right, ball is spiked. 2nd and goal, 3 yards out. That is good. That's basically what I wanted to do on the final play versus the Ravens. That did not work. That did not work. There we go. Odell Beckham Jr. good enough to catch. Hold on to the ball there. Survived the contact. Woolen was there. That's one of the cornerbacks, I think. Or is it one of the safeties? And yeah, 61 is Price. So Beckham Jr. Jesus, what a wobbly pass. But gets it under control. And manages to score here. 70 versus 7. Halfback zone weak. Mesh spot. One left, one right. And we've got Robert Tonyan on the safe route here. Catch it. And let's go around everybody. Let's go outside. I don't want to have contact here. Again, we're trying to get these dudes to survive the game. I don't want to see anybody get killed off here. We're trying to go for safer plays. Fullback slide. Robert Tonyan or Connor. Oh my lord. 10 and 18, 138 yards. If you let him play, I don't think he's as bad, and I actually don't rate him badly, but it's interesting. It's really interesting getting to know some quarterbacks that otherwise I would never have seen play. There we go. Now Josh Reynolds actually manages to defend the contact here as Bryant hits him pretty hard. Gonna go Patriots drag. Again, Josh Reynolds coming inside left to right. Drag plays gotta start quicker because we have some motion to go through. And there we go. Good catch. And that is actually gonna be taking it down. Towards the end, nobody able to catch up. And that was Quandre Diggs, number 6, coming from the left-hand side. And there we go. It's ruled a touchdown, and Josh Reynolds really does very well here. Great blocking in between. Some confusion as well. Now we're rocking this one, man. Number 21, I don't know. Should have gone for the tackle. Maybe there's some blocking from number 87 there. Derek Carr, super happy at this one. Here we go. Let's see what happens. 24-7. We get the ball again. Still in the third quarter. Pretty far back, though. And today, we can see what this team can produce if given half a chance. Alright, we're just going to put that up. Derek Hall here with an injury. Kendrick Bourne would have had that one. Going to go with a slow sail. Could play it a little bit safer, I reckon. Let's go. Looking for Bourne right here. Number 21 was very good with a spoon. One of the better rookies out of the 2023 season. Really doing extremely well. Was he the defensive rookie? I'm not sure. I think he was. In real life, that is, of course. Wow, super inaccurate. All right. Kendrick Bourne not quick enough, not fast enough. And that is... I'm not going to say it's a lifeline for the Seahawks because they still have to score, but maybe going down the field with run plays would have been a good idea. And here comes Geno Smith, and the offense here, of course, good players. DK Metcalf, one of them Brock Bowers, that's a tight end drafted in the 2024 draft here. I actually feel like we should save Kendrick Bourne, give him a breather. On the other hand, I think the roster depth is good enough, and I'm not really that desperate to have him play. Odell Beckham is at the least as good. Then we've got Michael Thomas, who's also good. Number 73, please block. Nope, no block. Alright, number 0. David Bush catches up here. 7 rushes, 48 yards. Well, that was good. We still get a first down, and the clock is going to run down here. We're not going to do anything to stop it. We're trying to head into this fourth quarter now. I feel like this is a game that accurately shows what we're capable of. We're capable of good pass plays, good run game, solid defense, and unless we go up against absolute elite teams, then we really have a shot at this. We can play every team and we can do some damage. Unless, of course, we play some crazy highly ranked teams. I would even say the Jags are a tough team to play in the playoffs. So again, pretty bummed that we don't move past the wildcard stage. Come on, man. There was a delay in there. But alright, number 59, Walker. Doing well enough. Aaron Jones, we're going to go right, but I don't like this one. We're going to go with the Y stick, and I'm going to try and target Bourne. Nah, I'm not going to. We're going to run it. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was a fumble. Good God, but it bobbled out of bounds, so 3rd and 8. Uchenna Nwosu was there. Alright, mesh switch. Let's just try and get a few more yards in here. I don't want to start slouching now, but we don't have to pressure. Oh, Jesus. I actually didn't see number 54. He was standing exactly on the logo. I didn't see him. Oh, come on. That was probably a little bit unfortunate. But alright. If they score, we get the ball back. It's going to be 24-14. Still 10 points to go. Come on, go outside. Oh, come on. Levi Wallace not getting there on time. Would be interesting. But here we go. Geno Smith. He's 34 now, so I do think he will retire at the end of the season. 74-ish rated. And there we go. Carries them forward. And now we are at 2 minutes 23, and now it's time to start using that clock a little bit more in our favor. Oh, come on. Quandre Diggs, just a very good shutdown player. Very, very good. Coming out of nowhere. Just closing down that play. And now we're entering the 2-minute mark. And this is where things get really spicy. This is where we really want to start wasting their time. Force him to use those timeouts. And that should be good enough as we power forward. How far? 3rd and 3. Close play action cross. Halfback dive. Of course, if they can turn it over again, they might go up to 24-21. That would mean that they really turn it over, and that is not happening. Dennis Sutton, or Denny Sutton, whatever. Injury timeout. Taking a seat on the sidelines. DK Metcalf jogging past him, number 14. And we will now be going with an inside zone. They actually used the timeout. And then the injury happened. They could have probably gotten that one back. Or should have gotten that one back. Oh, yikes. There was no block from Seomalu. There was no block there. And I wanted to go outside, kind of evade that one. But it was not helpful, man. That was not really helpful. Let's see. Which one do we go? Let's go with an inside zone split. Just want to get the clock moving. Without forcing an injury or something like that. Here we go. 3rd and 4, and the clock is ticking. We're going to go down to 1 minute now, and if we can get those 4 yards, that should be enough to make them panic a little bit more, hopefully. Halfback base, here we go. Left to right, 22 seconds. We could go for a punch here, try something like this, a vertical. I do have Josh Reynolds on that route, so that could work. But at 3rd and 4, if we get forwards to inches, that's going to be good enough for me. There we go. 4th and 3. Worst case scenario, we take a field goal here. I'm actually gonna think we're gonna go with this actually. If we let this run down, it's gonna be at 20 seconds ish. Alright, everybody's just gonna block here. Jake Elliott. We're gonna start aiming when we hit 10 seconds. Here we go. Let's start aiming here a little bit. Wind is coming from behind us, So let's just try and be precise here. That's all I want to do. No block, and we score again. 27 versus 14. We're completely uncatchable. There's no way that they can catch up. And there we go. We even turn it around once more. Can we rub it in? 34-yard field goal. Let's rub it in, guys. Really, really rubbing it in. With 1 second to go. Kabloom. And that's going to be 30 versus 14. And that is a good ending to a pretty good season for the Shamrocks here. Were we super lucky? I don't know. But I think we were very efficient. Played well, focused. And we're lucky maybe in terms of the players that we got out of free agency. And now everybody has turned invisible. And the cameraman had spasms. There we go. Player stats, decent enough, I would say. 2 touchdowns but 2 interceptions for Geno Smith. Derek Carr, 3 touchdowns, 50% completion rate, 197 yards. On the rushing side, Aaron Jones, 63. Alvin Kamara. We dominated the running. Kamara and Jones for over 100 yards. Kenneth Walker and Geno Smith only getting 28. They also have Zach Charbonnet as a running back, and that is actually pretty abysmal that they didn't get more. Here you can see Brock Bowers out of Georgia, 59, that's good. Tyler Lockett, and here comes Josh Reynolds again with the drop. Jackson Smith and Jigba out of the 23 draft. Kendrick Bourne, Odell Beckham Jr. Yeah, I would say decent, but nothing absolutely outstanding here. Levi Wallace at corner, 5 solo tackles, 8 total tackles for Danny Stutzman. 1 tackle for loss to Tranquil, 2 sacks for Emmanuel Ogba, 1 for Jaron Reed. Wow, well done, man. I think we actually brought him in at some point, didn't we? Marcus Peters gets an interception. Sounded like my teeth were falling out. An interception. Drew Tranquil, Marcus Peters. Another kick inside Jake Elliott. 3 field goals, that's 9 points. So well done, everybody. Alright, so we end the season 13-4 versus the Seattle Seahawks, who are 3-14. We topped the AFC South, so that's very positive. Looking at the NFL, we are the 3rd overall team. Looking at the AFC, we're sadly 13-4 versus the Chiefs, who may actually, if they go 13-4, I think it's going to be in our favor. We allowed a little less points, but we didn't score as many points. I don't think that we will be able to overtake them, though. That sucks a little bit. That would have been really nice to avoid the wildcard round, because that is certainly going to happen. Let's take a quick look at the playoff picture here. Currently, we are paired with the Jags. Tough defense, elite quarterback, very good offense. So that's going to be a very difficult one. Luckily not the Bills, luckily not the Ravens. We might play one of the other teams, the Patriots or the Raiders, if they do go up in ratings. And then it's going to be a slog, man. It's going to be a slog moving through these games here. I do hope we don't lose many players to injuries. Speaking of injuries, let's just check out the newest one, because I did see one pop up down there. That's one new injury. Who is that? Now that is Maurice Hurst with a partial ACL tear. Oh, Jesus, man. This is going to be taking him completely out of the season. So we're going to be placing him on the injured reserve list. This sucks major balls. And now we have basically one player that's going to return. That's CJ Mosley. And no Mo Alley Cox, no Charles Leno Jr., no George Fant, no Maurice Hurst, and no Michael Pierce. Everybody's out. 2 D tackles, losing 2 D tackles. That is bad. I think we brought in Jaron Reed for Maurice Hurst, for Michael Pierce. So let's just take a look at free agents here. Is there any D tackle available that could help us out for the time being? Matt Ioannidis certainly looks good. Malik Collins, David Gottschall, Andrew Billings. I think we're going to look at Matt Ioannidis. 94 strength. Yeah, I do like that. All right. Matt Ioannidis, welcome to the Shamrocks. You're going to be fitting in quite nicely. Alright guys, with that said and done, we're going to be wrapping up the final episode of the regular season. Next episode is going to be wildcard round playoff action, and let's just see how far we can push. I will be distributing the managed staff points, or the staff upgrade points, and yeah, excited to see who we're going to be playing. I will not be forwarding this without you, so stay tuned. See you next episode. If you like this, do drop a like, please subscribe, means a lot. And as always, thanks so much for watching, stay awesome, and see you next time.